Please subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon button, like, comment, and share.
Hi, I'm Aiden Hansen. I just want to go over the Ruger Airhawk today. There's a couple features in here that I really like. Number one, I'm a Ruger fan. If Ruger comes out with it, if Ruger made tacos, I would buy it. But I'm a big fan of it because there's a lot of quality in the products. So to start off with, we have a wooden stock. It comes with a scope. It's a fixed power 4x32, so it doesn't have the adjustable side of it, but a fixed power 4x32 for 17 caliber is perfect. The scope is really clear. On top of that, easy to mount. Comes inside the box, you can set it up, and on top of that, it also has fiber optic sights. So if you want to take the scope off and shoot at open sights, I do have a couple guns that I shoot open sight. They're just fun. You can go out and plink cans if we're just out shooting targets or whatever it is. But if I want to really stretch it out a little bit further, this is going to work out better for you. The other piece I like on this, and this thing's been out a while, is every time that you cock the gun, it pops the safety out here. So if you want to take the safety back off, all you do is press it from the back with your thumb. It's easily accessible. You're not searching on the side to try to find out where it's at. It works great. One of the first things you'll notice when you cock it, up here you break the barrel over, I can feel the tension in it. So I know right away that we're probably 1,000 plus based on the feel. In my opinion, I like to use heavier pellets. So if you're at 1,200 feet per second with an alloy pellet, what that's going to do for you is when you start shooting, 10 grain pellets, if you push it up even further and go with, 11 grain or whatever it is, 10 grain is probably on the top end when you're looking at 177. But we're shooting, the JSB exact heavy Diablos. If I put that in here with a 1,200 feet per second with an alloy, I'm still getting great speeds with good accuracy as I put these down range. So it's pretty simple. The kick, if you watch from this area, or from this direction here, it just bumps. Now this one's still being broken in just a little bit. You can still see a little bit of smoke that comes out of the barrel, but overall I love it. Trigger pull is nice and smooth. The fit and finish on it's beautiful. There's a lot of guns
from 6 Hour Airgun team. Let's talk about our ASP MPX MRD. What does all that mean? It is our Advanced Sport Pellet MPX Mini Red Dot Optic. We also have this model in a base model that comes with front flip-up sights. Comes in 2 different colors. It is a fantastic training mechanism. This mimics the weight and dimension of our real MPX rifles. Great for downrange, backyard. Pop that red dot on and you will be on site to take out any squirrel or rodent that happens to be in your vegetable garden. It's also great on paper targets or any of our 6 Hour Airgun targets that we have available. Going to the rear here, some features. Threaded CO2 entry, 90 or 88 gram, that gets then shielded by your buttstock. Ambi safety lever for those righties and lefties just like me. One of the coolest features on this rifle happens to be our patent 30-round belt-fed magazine. This is a rapid-fire belt-fed magazine, which means that you get 30 rounds downrange in 3.5 seconds if you have a fast enough trigger. So keep practicing. Along with that, moving forward, charging handle also is a great muscle memory feature. It does pull back just like your real range gun, giving you, like I said, that muscle memory. It also pierces the CO2 within your buttstock. It has universal side Picatinny rails to add any accessory you want, flashlight, laser, whatever you feel fit. And the MRD does come with front and rear flip sights as well. For information on this product or any of our
exceptional performance upgrades made both for the field and on the range. The air cylinder holds much more high-pressure air, 24 cubic inches in fact. And its max pressure has been increased to 4,500 psi, giving you more shots than ever before. The pressure regulator has been boosted, which means more accuracy at longer range and more energy on impact. All this big power production from the Gauntlet 2 makes it capable of sending heavy ammo, And the power is complemented by its attractive newly designed, adjustable, precision-style stock. It has an aluminum Picatinny and dovetail rail combination to accommodate your unique optic mounting style. M-LOK slots on 3 sides for the quick addition of a bipod and accessories. A quick connect sling mount attachment port at the rear of the stock. And an easy-to-grip knurled bolt handle, only before seen on custom gauntlets, all without adding any additional weight. Even with all the power and upgrades, you'll enjoy a reduced cocking force, the use of standard multi-shot gauntlet magazines, and a reduced muzzle report with its new 4-baffle design and fully shrouded barrel. You can order the Umarex Gauntlet 2.
Welcome to the Beretta Australia showroom. Today, I'm going to be talking about Stoeger, specifically the Stoeger X10 air rifle. The Stoeger X10 is the middle-of-the-range air rifle in the Stoeger series, perfect for both novice shooters and professionals alike. These two X10s I have in front of me feature the camo and the carbon pattern, which are exclusive to Stoeger in Australia. This Stoeger X10 is also in combo form. This means it comes with a factory-mounted fixed 4x scope that's been bore-sighted to 25 meters. This will save you time and pellets when shooting directly out of the box. The Stoeger X10 also features a 1200 feet per second velocity on 177 ammunition and 1000 feet per second on 222 ammunition. The Stoeger X10 really is a great gun whether you're hunting or shooting cans or paper. For more information on Stoeger and any other of the Beretta products, please visit BerettaAustralia.com.
The hammer. This has been my best friend for a long time now. So I've spent a lot of time shooting this thing, a lot of time hunting with it, shooting long distance, messing around with it. And I came across a few things that I think will be helpful tips for you guys if it frustrated me or got to a point where I was like, dang, I forgot to do this, or why is this happening? I'm going to tell you so it alleviates it. The magazine, for number one, it's got 2 shots in it, which is perfect. When you go to put the ammunition in there, if you take like one of the bullets and drop it in, the bullets sometimes will pass all the way through and they'll shake out. See how they hang out the bottom? That can happen if you tilt your gun down. And if it does, you will not be able to take the magazine out and unload it. And for some reason, you're walking and jiggling, it kind of wedges itself in there. You'll actually have to fire the gun to unload it. So for me, what I do is take this and actually just put a nick in the edges. You can use your fingernail. You can use the other magazine if you want to. Anything that's metal, and you just nick the edges so they hang out from the side. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't take much. And then at that point, just do what the magazine tells you to do. Insert it this way. It's perfect. It doesn't fall out of there. That's one of the things I'm looking for. So I take the second one here and I want to load it up. I'm going to check it as I drop it in there. You can see it kind of fall through. And it's already sticking out the bottom, so I know I'm going to have to nick this one too. So I just nick them both. Drop it in place. And punch it through. And with that, there they are. They're held in place. They're not going to drop out of there. That's just a simple little tip to keep the bullet itself from actually, going down into the barrel and then not allowing you to properly unload the gun from there. So otherwise you have to fire the gun. For me, if I'm out hunting, I don't really want to fire the gun, or sometimes I want to check or pull it out and take a look at it. It depends on what you want to do. So that covers the bullets, kind of tip number one. Number two is we start talking about optics. This is not a gun, you're not going to put a cheap optic on it, number one, because you can actually shoot this thing at distance. So for me, I shoot a 5x30 by 50, and that means the bell housing up here in the front is actually a 50. So you're going to get pretty close to the rail depending on your ring height. So you want to make sure and measure that first so you can get that set up. The other thing is you want to get a scope that has good eye relief, because the heavier the bullet that you put in there, you're going to get, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. When you do that, it's going to give you a little bit of kick. And it's not like a kick like a normal firearm. It's more like a kick it's like a shove kind of, like in between a shotgun and then, I don't know, it's a really cool feeling. And of course you're going to want to shoot the 550 grain bullets out of it for sure. So get yourself a good optic. Check your eye relief. I think that's the most important thing, because if my eye relief is here, now I'm using the very back of my gun for the cheek well to put my face in there. So I like to move the scope a little bit further forward so that I can move up here on the cheek well and it settles into my shoulder. It just is a little bit more comfortable for you that way. Again, and check your scope rings. Take it in there if you want to. You can mount the scope rings, check the height, and you don't want your bell housing or your bell up here in the front actually banging off the front of the gun. So with that said, that's good. And there's some other options out there. On the front portion of it here, these are M-LOK insert. So you can actually put like an M-LOK, if you want to put a Picatinny rail on here, you can actually get a 3-inch Picatinny and mount that on top of that. You can go a little bit longer if you want to and have it extend. It's really up to you, whatever you want to do. And then on the very bottom down here, because everybody's like, well, what if I want to put a bipod on this? Or what if I want to mount it to a tripod or something like that? Down here, you also have M-LOK slots here. You can put a rail across the bottom. And then all you have to do is connect it in there. With the M-LOK, it's nice. You just put it in, tighten the screws down, and then that gives you a Picatinny rail. You can clamp your bipod to that, or you can hook it up to a tripod. Those are just some little tips that I've got there. And really with the scope, I mean, you guys are going to be amazed. It's absolutely awesome. I started with a scope that was like a 3x9, and after that now I'm up at a 5x30 because heck, this thing's fun.
Hi everyone, my name is Brendan and welcome to the Beretta Australia showroom. Here today, I'm going to talk about Stoeger, specifically the Stoeger ATAC. The Stoeger ATAC is the top of the line rifle in the Stoeger series. It features a tactical looking synthetic stock with a large pistol grip, which is great for target acquisition and ergonomics. It also has a larger forend on the barrel, which makes it easier to cock for even the most novice of shooter. The Stoeger ATAC also comes with a 4 to 16 times scope. This is mounted to the gun before purchase and bore sighted to 25 meters. This means you'll be able to hit paper or targets straight out of the box. The Stoeger ATAC has speeds up to 1200 feet per second with 177 ammunition. And one of the greatest features of this gun, it is the gas ram technology system. This means it's quieter, less vibrations and more accurate than your standard air rifle. For more information on Stoeger ATAC and any other Beretta products, please visit the berettaaustralia.com.au
target
website.
shooting or fun plinking? Then look no further. Get your hands on the Ruger Blackhawk Elite. The sleek blued receiver and weatherproof composite stock are packed with a light, smooth cocking mechanism, an ambidextrous auto safety, a 3.5-pound 2-stage adjustable trigger will have you sending 177 caliber pellets downrange, one right after the other. Weighing in at only 7.8 pounds, this spring piston brake barrel air rifle sports an ambidextrous synthetic skeleton stock with textured pistol grip and a 4x32 Airgun shockproof scope that locks on to 11mm dovetail mounting grooves. Before you head out to the woods,
Thanks for watching. Product buying links are given in the video description.